Hi, I am Charan Raj and welcome back to Computer Programming for Absolute Beginners. In this session, we will talk more about what a computer program is and how computer actually understands it. If I ask someone a general question, what is a computer program? The responses that I receive would be something like, a computer program is a list of instructions that tells a computer what to do, or instructions which executes to perform some operations and gives certain results. These answers are correct, but they do not really tell us what kind of instructions are to be given and how would a computer be able to understand them. Another usual but more specific answer would be a list of instructions executed in a sequential manner to perform a particular task. This gives us a hint that along with the instruction, the given sequence also matters. But what kind of instructions and tasks are we talking about? We could only ask a computer to do some mathematical operations on a number, but it won't be able to tell us how tomorrow's weather will be on its own. Instructions that we provide to the computer needs to be more specific. These instructions are self-contained and each of them do just one thing which they are supposed to do. Believe it or not, complex programs are made up of such instructions. Sequence in which the instructions are provided is also very important. Well, we could take another example which highlights what instructions are and why sequence matters. Consider a situation where you need to make a phone call to your friend whose number is available in your phone book. In this case, you would unlock your phone, open contact book application, search for your friend's number and place a call. Each of these steps is well-defined instruction. Individually, the instructions might not make much sense, like unlocking the phone. This action could have been done for taking a picture or reading a text message or maybe playing a game. When we place this instruction in sequence with other steps, it makes sense and thus helps perform a task correctly. A computer program is similar to our example. We need to break down the task that is to be performed into several small instructions and place them in a proper sequence. If required, then we can also make this instruction to repeat several number of times. In our previous example, the sequence of instructions were written in English, which is understandable to a person who can read English. I could pass this information as a user guide and give it to anyone who reads and understands English, and the person would be able to follow it. This instruction is fit for human interaction, but how do you provide such instructions to a computer? Humans can interact in numerous languages they understand, like English, Hindi, Russian, to name a few. For a computer to be able to understand these instructions, we must write our instruction in a language that computer would be able to understand, essentially called the computer programming language. Similar to natural languages, we have a range of language for computers as well. C, C++, Java, Python, to name a few. Using these languages, we can write our own instructions for the computer. As an example, we have written instructions in a few computer programming languages to simply display Hello World on the screen. Don't bother about remembering any of the programs that you see over here. These are just for the sake of example, and just to reiterate again, this course is independent of any programming language. These examples that you see are written in high-level language, and this in general is called the source code. If you observe, this is still more or less written in English, but seems to be structured in some way. These languages are called high-level language because as humans, we would be able to understand the instruction by reading them. Of course, for that you will have to have some basic understanding of the programming language it is written in. Coming back to the point where we stated that a computer won't be able to understand English, then how does it understand what the statements are supposed to do? A computer doesn't understand source code. It only understands machine code. For the sake of simplicity, we say that the machine code is instructions represented in binary, written only using ones and zeros. This surely looks more difficult to remember than the program written in English, unless you are a human calculator. Also remember that machine code is specific to computer hardware, namely specific to the processor being used. As different family of processors have different instruction sets, the program which can be executed on one CPU manufactured by one vendor might not be fully compatible with CPU from other vendor. We will not go into further details about machine code as it is not much of importance at this point of time, but for now, I want you to remember this. As a programmer, you would not require to deal with this complexity. Writing a program in machine code is very difficult, error-prone, and a time-consuming task. High-level programming languages deals with this problem and makes programmers' life easy, also reducing the time and complexity incurred in writing a program. This implies that our source code would have to be converted into computer understandable machine code before computer could actually execute our program. Now this translation of source code into machine code is done by specialized programs called compiler and interpreter. Every language has its own compiler or interpreter. The difference between compiler and interpreter is when the conversion to machine code happens. A compiler goes through the entire source code and converts it into machine language and generates a new file which is called an executable. This executable program can be executed on different computer without providing source code to the second computer. A compiler goes through the entire source code and converts it into machine language and generates a new file which is called an executable. This executable program can be run on different computers. We need not provide the source code to the end user. Interpreter, on the other hand, requires the copy of source code to be available on the second computer. The source code is converted into machine code on the second computer itself. Another thing to note is that, unlike compiler, interpreters would not generate a new executable file. It would convert the instructions line by line when the program is being executed. Compilation, on the other hand, would be done well in advance. Interpreter programs are generally available on the modern day computers. They are bundled together with other applications installed on your system. One example of such language is JavaScript, for which web browsers already have the bundled interpreter. You do not need to download anything in addition to your web browser for the JavaScript to work. In the next session, we would continue learning few abstract concepts related to programming. If you have any suggestions or queries, leave a comment or write to us at hello@skillhive.co. We would be happy to help you. If our efforts help you learn better, then do subscribe to our channel. This is Charan Raj signing off. Happy learning.